Welcome back to the Intercourse Show. I am your host, Mr. B. Today we have a very exciting show for you. Kevin Samuels interviews 31-year-old modern woman who doesn't feel that it's too late to get married in the 30s. Let's go ahead and jump into the video and we'll see and we'll react from there.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 31.
Okay, what can I do for you?
No, I was saying like you were saying like women in their 30s, like they consider old, but
Yes.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But
Well,
maybe
hold on. I said you consider old for what?
like as a old as a person that's getting men of a certain
No. I
stature,
said you're old for marriage.
like marriage per se.
Yeah,
But I don't think so. But maybe because I look younger, I look really younger than my age.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't
But I
matter.
don't think like 30s is like the end all of it all.
Okay, how's that working out for you?
I mean, it works out. It works out well for me.
Okay, when you get married?
Um,
What's your fiance's name?
I still have some things to
What's your fiance's name?
know because I feel like
What's your boyfriend's name?
huh?
What's your boyfriend's name?
His name is Anthony.
Anthony. How long you been together?
A little while.
How long's that?
I say yeah.
Where'd you meet him?
A party.
What's his last? Anthony. You met him at a party? How tall is he?
He's really taller than me.
No. What? How tall
I'm
is
like
he?
he's like 7 feet.
7 feet. Oh, okay. So you just gonna straight up lie to me, huh?
No, he
Yeah.
is 7 feet.
No. Okay. I'll play the game with you. You got a 7 foot tall boyfriend named Anthony, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. And why ain't Anthony married you yet? If you've been together for a year,
I still need to get some things in order because I
like
do
that
take care of
room?
it. Well, I work a lot, so that's why my room look like this.
I work a lot too. My room is pretty neat. I guarantee you I'm busier than you. Ma'am, don't. Here's the
Nah,
thing. I don't. Here's what I
work.
don't do. I don't do the lies, ma'am. So we can talk. But you're gonna tell me a man is 7 feet tall. I'm gonna treat you with the same amount of respect you take to my show. You want to do this? Start this over? Or you wanna go down this path? What you want to do?
First of all,
No, there's
he
no.
is
There's
seven,
no. There's no. First of all, I'm just asking you to be honest.
and I am being honest, and
Okay.
he
What
really is
is he?
seven.
How old is he?
He's 45.
7 feet.
Hmm.
What size shoe?
His shoes, I think it's like he wears like these big sizes, like I think it's like a 10 or 11, something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. When's the last time you bought your man a pair of shoes?
Um, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm. Wow. How long ago?
I say his since his birthday last year.
When is that? What month?
Hmm.
What month?
October.
Right. Well, let me go ahead and tell you, ma'am. If a man is 7 feet tall and wears a size 11 shoe, he would fall over. So here's what I'm gonna do for you. Okay. Did you have a question, or did you just want to call on my phone and lie?
No, I'm just saying. I have a
30.
question.
Yeah. What is it?
Why do you feel a woman in her 30s can't get married?
Uh, Women are old at 31. Marriage is a young woman's game. I didn't say you could not get married. I said you're old for marriage. But the better question is, why aren't you married?
Because at the time when I was young, I wasn't really thinking about it. It wasn't really on my radar.
And you're 31, you're a woman now, right? What's the problem now?
I mean, I was just not raised to like rush it, or
Rush it. What'd your father think about it?
he don't really care if I am married or I'm not.
Oh, really? So that's kind of unusual. A father doesn't care what his daughters do.
He kind of feels like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, don't.
Y'all see what I'm talking about? All right. Well, you hope you and your 7 foot tall boyfriend. What do you do? Did you go to college?
Yes, I do go to college.
Oh, you do now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I just finished getting my associates, and
Oh,
I'm about to get my bachelor's in nursing.
okay. What
As
what
of
have you been
right,
doing what have you been doing since graduation from high school though?
I do a lot of social work. Right now,
You
I'm
do
working
social work or
with
you get what?
social work.
But
Right
how
now, I
have
work
you earned a living?
do social work. I help
Okay.
youth. I help youth. I help youth in finding, employment, housing, and that. I help them get off the streets. I do a lot of advocacy with
A lot of what?
women who
A lot of what?
advocacy. It's
Advocacy?
something like yes, advocacy with women who's just coming off the street. Um, especially dealing with
All right. Do
women
you have any
who've been
children?
human trafficked. No, I don't.
All right. Thank God for small miracles. Do you ever plan on getting married?
I mean, I do plan on getting married, but it's just like it's not like a rush to get there
So why'd you ask me this question?
because like I want to know like why do you feel that way?
Because I said it in the broadcast. You're old for marriage. What age do you think a woman should get married?
I mean, a woman
What
can
age
get
do you
married.
think a woman should get married? Just give me the age.
I wouldn't say there's a specific age.
I want to know. Not there's a Pacific Ocean, not a Pacific age. What age do you think the
when she
average
feels
woman
like
should?
she's ready.
What age do you feel like the average woman should get married, ma'am?
I say possibly no later than her mid-30s.
Ma'am, do you realize that's still not an age?
I say about 35, 36.
35 or 36. That's still not an age. We'll take 35. So you think the average woman should get married at 35? Then how are we going to have children? Because she gets married at 35 and she got pregnant on her wedding night. The first child will be born by age 36. You think a bunch of women should be having high-risk pregnancies, bringing children into the world?
How's that high risk pregnancy? My mother got.
Excuse
my
me.
mother saw my
You're a
brother
woman. You're a female. I'm sorry, but high-risk pregnancy starts at age 35. You have
Well, I'm
old
sorry, but
eggs
I've
at
seen a
35.
lot of people
You have,
babies.
oh, Jesus Christ. This
A
is
lot
sad.
of
This is
babies
really
at 35,
sad.
36.
This is really sad. When's the last time you went to the OBGYN?
I just been to a BGY and like I
And
said,
what hold
I know
on,
a
and
lot
what
of
age
people,
what age do they tell women they need to have their children before high risk?
but that's what they say.
How
but
at
I've
what
seen,
age should a woman have her children before high risk pregnancy starts?
they say in her 30s.
No, in her
But like
30s. What
I
age does
said,
high
I've
risk
seen
pregnancy?
women
Don't you
in
try to overtalk me with that. Well, you can't overtalk me. Unmute yourself. You will not overtalk me. Try that shit with somebody you think is 7 feet tall. Good Lord. Unmute yourself. Now,
I'm saying that I've
your
seen women in
doctor,
their 30s
ma'am.
have
I don't
children.
ask you what you say. I'm asking you what the medical professionals, the people who are paid to know, not you and your opinion. What age do they say high risk pregnancy starts for the average woman?
31.
35. And you say that the average
32.
woman should start getting married at 35. Think about what you just said. And you said you're going to school to be a nurse?
Yeah, and
You said you're going to school to be a, you said you're going to school. I don't ask
about.
about you and your, look at ma'am, I'm trying to be polite, but I'm not asking about you and your family. I'm talking about women in general. Didn't you say you're going to be a nurse?
Yes.
So you think it would be healthy as a medical professional to tell women to get married at 35 and start having children after 35?
There's a lot of women that have children.
God damn it. Can you answer the question I asked you, not the stupid shit you want to say? Yeah, kick rocks. Enjoy with yourself. I'm gonna give you one.
Whatever. So you saying?
I'm
So you
saying at
saying that
35, ma'am, high risk pregnancy
all the
starts.
women
No,
that I
lady, I'm
know
not.
that
Okay, you can't overtalk me. I'm saying that you can have your own opinions. That's fine. They can. Your opinions are just as valid as mine. They're uninformed, but if women wait till that late, if a woman gets married at 35 and gets pregnant at 35, her first child will be graduating from high school at age 53. If she has 3 children and have them back to back, she'll stop having kids at 40. See, what it is far too many of you black women are just immature. Far too many black women are just immature. And unfortunately, you've made a mess of your life. A lot of women have not done anything since high school. You've just been muddling around with no direction, no leadership, like a bunch of grown damn teenagers.
I have leadership. It's just that I've been busy
Right,
working.
ma'am. I'm trying to be nice, ma'am. I really am. But if you just finished your associates at 31, you should have finished that at 20. What have you been doing for the last 10 years? When everybody else in the world has been getting their life on track and moving forward, at 31, you should be telling young women not to do, not sitting up here sounding like one.
So because I got
Okay,
my,
do you and your boyfriend live together?
what I've done.
Do you and your boyfriend live together?
No, we don't.
Who you live with?
Right now, I take care of my father.
You live with your father?
Mm-hmm.
Where's your mother?
She live with her husband in some other state.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and help you out of here. Let me go ahead and just. How old is your father?
My father's in his 50s.
60s?
Yep. 50s.
When's the last time you lived on your own?
When I was in my 20s.
When was the last time you lived on your own? What age?
I think I was like 25 then.
25. Was the apartment in your name?
Yes.
So you got
But
a
not my
7-foot
dad.
tall boyfriend for a year, and you're living with your 60-year-old father.
Yes.
Okay.
He needs somebody to help him out.
Uh-huh. Ladies, don't be this.
And I
The video ends here. So here's how the call played out step by step. A 31-year-old woman calls in saying she disagrees with Kevin's point that women in their 30s are late for marriage. She says she still has time and even mentions she looks younger than her age. Kevin asks basic questions about her relationship, and she claims she has a boyfriend, but starts giving shaky answers that don't add up. That's when the tone shifts and Kevin starts pressing her harder. He asks about her timeline, why she's not married yet, and what she's been doing since high school. She says she's in school and doing social work, but Kevin points out she just finished her associates at 31. The tension builds as he keeps asking direct questions and she struggles to answer clearly. It peaks when Kevin brings up age and pregnancy timelines, asking her to respond directly while she keeps talking around it. He cuts her off multiple times and keeps control of the call. Toward the end, he asks about her living situation and finds out she's living with her father while claiming to have a boyfriend. The call ended with Kevin bringing everything back to one point. She is 31, still not established, and not in position for what she is asking. What this call exposes is how the modern mindset in women has slowly removed the urgency around marriage and starting a family. You can hear it in the way time gets stretched, like there is always more of it, like decisions can wait without consequence. That is how you end up with women arguing against what is already known, that earlier family building tends to be healthier, and that stable two-parent homes give children a stronger foundation. At the same time, priorities have shifted. Career, freedom, personal pace all move to the front, while structure and timing get pushed to the side. It sounds reasonable in the moment, even empowering, but it rearranges what matters most. The call also shows that when their position starts to crack under pressure, some women will bend the truth to hold it together. The story about the boyfriend did not even sound grounded, yet it was still defended like it had to be real. That is what stands out. Not just the argument, but the need to protect it, even when reality is already pulling it apart. Fellas, these women with that modern mindset, always ready to argue just to argue without anything solid behind it, usually aren't grounded. That kind of energy reveals itself early and it doesn't fade. A woman who can't stay rooted in reality during a basic conversation won't bring stability into anything serious. You'll notice inconsistent stories, weak logic, and a need to defend points that don't even make sense. A solid partner is clear, consistent, and easy to deal with. She moves with order and doesn't need constant correction. Choose women who are down to earth and aligned, or be ready to deal with ongoing confusion. Ladies, time keeps moving whether you take it seriously or not. You can feel young, look young, and stay busy, but that doesn't replace being intentional about where your life is going. Talking in circles, stretching timelines, and defending positions that don't line up with reality only delays things that need direction. Stability comes from direction, consistency, and honesty with yourself about where you stand. The longer you ignore it, the fewer options you perceive as truly suitable. Get grounded, get clear in your direction, and move with purpose before time decides for you.
Okay, that was my man, No Filter Doze. Definitely a great video. I love his take as well. It's a great way to kind of summarize the overall theme of this video. From my perspective, it seems like a younger, misguided woman. I didn't get the sense that she was that mature, but I just felt, my heart went out to that young lady. I think there was a point where she was lying just to try to save face. She wanted to call and intellectually challenge Kevin Samuels, but she was not up to his intellect to challenge him on the grounds of his arguments. And it seemed like she wanted to make more emotional arguments than, rational arguments. And when he asked her a few questions about her own personal life, it just exposed the fact that, she wasn't as clear-headed as she needed to be to win an argument with him. And again, what he said is true too, is that sometimes women, because their situation looks a certain way, they may try to mask it or fabricate parts of the story for the sake of not looking embarrassed in front of other people. Again, I pray for the young lady. This video took place some time ago. Rest in peace to the Godfather. I don't think his tone was too crazy. It seems like he was trying to be sympathetic towards her, but it's clear that she was not, in a position to have the conversation. And also, she just probably didn't have the proper structure and the proper guidance and the proper mentorship that she needed to be able to make determinations about her own life choices. So, I'm not here to try to, beat anybody down or anything like that. That's not my energy. But clearly the lesson from this is, some of the points Kevin Samuels makes may come across a bit controversial, but he's saying it with good reason, I think. And what's the reason? The reason is there's a narrative going forward that tells young women you need to live your best life in your 20s. So go out, party, sleep around, do whatever. And then later on, you can start to think about taking life serious. So then a lot of young women, a generation of them, is growing up thinking that good men are going to be waiting around for when they're finished having their fun in the sun to marry them. And Kevin is trying to say, no, be more intentional. In your early 20s, when you are at the peak of your sexual appeal to men, when you can offer the most because your body's at the place where it can reproduce, have children, things of that nature, that's when a lot of men who are more established and focused on having a family sees a lot of value in dealing with you, because by that time you haven't been traumatized by a bunch of different types of relationships. You have less baggage, no children. Those type of things tend to appeal more because a man's starting from a clean slate. But when you go through the process in your 20s and you have these different relationships that leaves you with emotional scars and potentially children, you're coming into your 30s with baggage. And baggage could be the emotional scars. It could be the additional children from sometimes multiple men. And that could ultimately affect the type of men that would be willing to put up with that. So your sexual marketplace value diminishes based on those factors. And at the same time, in your later years, due to geriatric pregnancy, it's harder for you to get pregnant and to be able to reproduce. So if a man who wants to be able to have children and a family is going into the market to find someone best poised or best positioned to give that to him, you are towards the tail end of that process, along with all the other things that could be viewed as baggage. And therefore, your value compared to a woman who's younger without those baggage and who is able to have children diminishes. That's the point that Kevin Samuels is making. A lot of women hear that and they take offense because maybe they're in their 30s, or maybe they felt like maybe he's right, but there's a part of them that may feel a little ashamed about the fact that they didn't capitalize on his advice when they were in their 20s. So now they try to, essentially discourage others from listening to him and try to take the moral high ground as if to say he's wrong and I'm right, even though they're in the position calling his show, asking for advice on how to attract a man to marry them. And herein lies the irony of the whole thing. So that being said, ladies, the message is being given is should be perceived as a father giving a message to a daughter. Not necessarily that he's that for you, but he's saying, hey, don't waste your life being reckless, squandering time, drifting, chasing the wind. Be intentional about how you move. Don't share your body with everybody. Don't have children for men you're not married to that, doesn't want to be with you. Don't just make poor decisions and expect for someone else to clean up for your mistakes later on. That's not realistic. That's not real life. And so you will end up putting yourself in a tier where you're not going to be as appealing to serious men later on down the line. So be cautious and move accordingly. Again, that's my take on this particular video. I thank you guys for joining me. Thank you very much. If you're not already a subscribed member of the In the Court Show, feel free to like and subscribe and stay connected. Also weigh in. Let me know what you think about my analysis, No Filter Doses analysis on this, as well as Kevin Samuels' analysis and interview itself. All right. Rest in peace to the Godfather. Definitely support his channel. Hopefully the young lady in the video is doing well and really heeded to some of the advice that he gave. All right. See you guys later.